Howdy, folks. Emperor here with another Halloween review, and today we will be looking at the community map that is Midnight. The map was created by I Can't Shoot and Hakitus. This isn't I Can't Shoot's first rodeo, as he already has 3 Halloween maps officially added to the game. They are as followed: Hellstone, Brimstone, and finally, Grapestone. So we could say he knows his way around the hammer editing tool. He's got a lot to live up to. Nah, I'll just spoil things now. This is one of the better Halloween maps I've reviewed. And I would have said something like I'd eat my word if this map didn't make it into the game this year. But while I was recording this, Valve decided to release the Halloween update, so I don't have to make that claim anymore. It's still a shame though. And so, without further ado, let's get into the map review. Taking a look inside of Blue Spawn, you can see it's sufficiently spookified, and all the places that are uninteresting are darkened out, so that the human eye doesn't wander to them. I don't know the reasoning behind putting spy computers and recording devices behind Blue Spawn, but you're able to jump inside of it and interact with it, and that's interesting in my book. Taking a look over at Red Spawn, we can see that the room is covered in cobwebs, adding that creep factor. But my favorite part is, beneath your feet are glass windows looking into a magma chamber, and it adds a sort of mystery to the map that makes you want to explore it. Now let's take a look above the map. I will admit here that the map can be confusing, as it has multiple flank routes to get to each point. But I believe the mapper did this in order to combat the spamminess that is Dust Bowl and other attack and defend maps. The mapper could have very easily turned this into a payload race map, and no one would have been the wiser. Nonetheless, these attack and defend improvements are greatly appreciated. There are 5 points to be captured or defended. They are as followed: sorrow, despair, agony, misery, and pain. I'm not sure if this is a reference to something, but it does feel like each point that's captured is another level of hell. Also, as you might have noticed, the map snakes and turns a lot. Would you look at that? I guess you could say those are some watery graves. Oh, I want to die. Now, there are way too many flank routes in this map. There's no way I'd be able to cover every single one in this video. So I'm just going to run down main or choke in all of the central points of the map and just take a look. After that, I will show you some of my favorite spots on this map of Midnight, and there are quite a few of them. One of my favorite spots in this map is this waterfall. It leads to a death pit and is next to a medium health and ammo pickup. If you go for the ammo and health, you might risk falling in, especially if there are enemies around. Not to mention that there's very few Team Fortress 2 maps with waterfalls, so it's a welcome sight indeed. Though a waterfall of blood might have been more suiting for the Halloween environment, I don't know how it would have been accomplished. There's also this tunnel that really intrigues me. I don't know, maybe I'm a dwarf or a mole man, but there's just something creepy about a tunnel during Halloween time. Shoot the idiot. Can do. Oh, I want to die. This map has an underworld. Well, actually it has 2, but we'll get to that later. There are clocks scattered throughout the map to let players know when midnight's going to hit. Because on the stroke of 12, the portals to the underworld will open. A well of souls, if you will. The wells also spawn spells when they're not currently active. The underworld spawns you on an island with a well in the middle. There's 2 branching paths. Both have high-level spells. Though more people are inclined to take the easy route, those good at platforming are able to get a high-level spell with very little competition. And after leaving the underworld, you gain crits and invulnerability for a short period of time. Before we go over to the best part of this map, I'd like to take a second and appreciate the time and effort put into this map. I mean, just looking at this skybox, like, not everyone puts this much effort into a map. And it's a shame that it was not officially accepted by Valve, as I would love to have played this with friends. But you still can. I believe I Can't Shoot is running servers with this map on it if you do care to try it online. Links will be in the description to subscribe to this map if you want to try it out yourself, and I believe on the workshop page there are links or connect info for his servers running this map. So go give those a look, people. Now, on to the best part of this map. After the round is all set over and done, much like most things in life, the best is saved for last. Both teams are transported to an underworld where they fight to the death. It's in the style of arena, where if you die, you stay dead until the end of the round. Turning into a spoopy ghost, if killed, you're able to haunt your friends or foes. Sometimes the Skeleton King and his army of skeletons spawn, other times, it's other bosses. You win the round by killing all of the enemies on the other team, or just sitting back and letting the bosses kill them. Alternatively, you can also take the coward's way out and escape the underworld back to your spawn to win the round for your team. I cannot stress enough how amazing this underworld is. It's not only the best underworld I've reviewed so far, but probably the best out of any Halloween map I've ever played. And that's saying a lot. Now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the video, when I shut up. So, I don't got nothing else to say about this map, so go download it, or subscribe, or play with it on a server. Just take it in while you can, folks. And until next time, this has been Emperor.